Before we begin, I must warn you that I will be discussing mild acts of violence and bullying as well as mental health struggles. If you are being or are witnessing someone else being bullied, whether it's cyber or in person, please speak up and speak out. It could make a world of difference and you could make a lifelong friend. Hello and welcome back to Eden's Seed. I am your host and guide, the Primordial. Today I will introduce to you all to the first character of our multiverse. Everyone welcome Skylar. I will be letting them take over for a bit so that they can share their story personally. Skylar, take it away. Hi guys, I am Skylar. I am a week away from my 22nd birthday. As you can see, I am African American, Indian American, Native American mixed. I was the only child of two amazing parents. I never knew any other family members. My parents were orphaned young and grew up in the child protection system. They were the rare ones to have had great experiences. Mom got pregnant right after high school. Dad stepped up quickly and married her. They still went to college and graduated. Mom became a stocks broker and Dad worked for as a contractor for real estate companies. So we were well off. I never seen them fight more than small things. I would catch them randomly being all lovey and laughing. Almost always happy. So my home life was always great. Got what I wanted, had what I needed. The structure was great. Rarely got disciplined. Well, not until my mid to late teens. My story begins in high school. From the moment I stepped on campus, I had a very hard time. I was the quiet kid who sat alone, read books and manga, doodled in my notebook, and just genuinely kept to myself. Yes, I wanted friends. I even tried to make friends. The 4 friends I had made in elementary and junior high school had all been scattered to other schools or moved away. I thought walking into high school I would find a social group of like-minded people. But I instead found ridicule and bullying. It started off very slowly, but it progressed to high levels over the next few years. No one wanted to be my friend. I couldn't seem to figure out why that was. Not only that, but I was the target of nearly every bully in the school. It was like monkey see, monkey do. It became the cool thing to do. It started off slowly. People would walk past me and bump my shoulder. I didn't think much of it until it started happening every day. From there I would randomly find things stuck to my locker. Then it'd get tripped and things would get thrown at me in class behind the teachers' backs. My things would get slapped out of my hand. The back of my head would get slapped, making me hit my forehead on the locker. P.E. was the worst class ever. It didn't matter that I was okay at sports, I'd get excluded from class activities. And dodgeball was just a game of targeting me. I'd find myself on the sidelines and getting hit with hockey pucks, basketballs, footballs, soccer balls and the like. I know what you're thinking. Why not fight back? Stand up for yourself. I did on many occasions. It just ended with getting punched, tosses in the trash can, and so forth. When there is an entire squad of people picking on one person and the whole school looks the other way, it's rather pointless. You even start to think, why say anything at all when it's just gonna get overlooked? Turns out that when you're smart, the other students look down on that and their own insecurities start to overwhelm them. The only way the ignorant ones know how to deal with it is by acts of aggression and degradation. This is something I wish I had learned sooner. But I didn't. I loved school and learning new things, but high school started to change that. I developed depression. I started to lose energy and I didn't want to go to school anymore. My appetite declined and my work ethic took a nosedive. Like I said before, I had great parents. But I never told them. That was a mistake. They ended up finding out on their own. What ended up happening is that I started to act out. At first, Mom and Dad thought I was entering my rebellious stage. You know, the ages before adulthood where teens rebel against authority, especially parents. I always had hyperactive tendency. I was diagnosed very young with ADHD. So when I started to not want to participate in activities I usually would have loved to do or began to just sit still from lack of energy, my parents knew something was up. Mom would always say, "Your chakras are way off lately. What's going on?" I would just shrug her off and deny her claims. I couldn't see my own behavior. Even as I started to get argumentative, I never saw it. Not until one day Mom and Dad made a surprise visit to the school. I was in 11th grade by then and my behavior had gotten out of hand. Like I said, the bullying had progressed slowly over the first 3 years. But 3 years is a long time and progression can get to really bad areas in the time frame. So my parents came to the school and secretly watched me go about my day. By the time my fourth class came around, I was called up to the office by our principal. Mom and Dad were waiting for me. They told me they knew about the bullying and that they wish I had told them. They would have done something about it. It was an emotional moment. I broke down and told them everything. The next week of school there was a school-wide assembly. The principal had a new no bullying policy and told everyone about it. She didn't mention my situation, but she did reference some of the events of my own struggles with bullying. After that, things got a bit better. I still got teased because of course many of the students put two and two together, but it wasn't nearly as bad. I even started waking up and telling them where they can go shove their insults. I graduated high school top of my class and with a few friends. All of which had transferred to our school senior year. Now I am close to 22. I've fallen in love. I've had my heart broken. I've started my own company which I run solo. But now I find myself on an adventure that I never dreamed I would. But that's a story for another time. This one is something you won't want to miss. Especially all of you anime and manga fans out there.
This has been my time. In the next one I'll be introducing the character sheet for one if my oldest OCs. He's quite fiery. In the meantime, please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay notified with when I upload. Be safe, be kind, eat properly, hydrate, sleep well, and treat others how you wish to be treated. Because if there's one thing I've learned, the seeds we sow, grow into the gardens of our future. I am the primordial.